हाय। पिछले 4-5 दिनों से हमारे देश में सारे मुद्दे जो हैं वो गॉन हो चुके हैं। आई मीन फॉर लास्ट 4.5-5 days and all, the rest of the issues has taken a back seat, and the front seat has been taken by one controversy is Supreme Court's recent order. सुप्रीम कोर्ट का रिसेंट ऑर्डर है क्या? सुप्रीम कोर्ट का रिसेंट ऑर्डर ये है कि जितने स्ट्रे डॉग्स हैं उनको गवर्नमेंट कुछ दिनों के अंदर में किसी शेल्टर हाउस में दे जाए, और जो कोई अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट करता है उनको उनके अगेंस्ट में FIR किया जाए और कानूनी कार्रवाई की जाए। अब ये मैटर सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक आया क्यों? क्या ये डायरेक्टली सुप्रीम कोर्ट चला गया और this has been taken a suo motu cognizance by the Supreme Court? No. This is a long pending issues for last 4.5 years. Before this 4.5 years, the situation in Delhi was not so grim. ऐसा कभी नहीं होता था कि इस तरह के सिचुएशन होते थे, इतने सारे इंसिडेंट होते थे जिसमें छोटे बच्चे और एल्डरली सिटीजन्स जो हैं हमारे और एल्डरली पीपल हैं उनके साथ डॉग बाइट्स की घटनाएं होती थी। ये मैं आपको 2020 की घटना से पहले की बात बता रहा हूँ। आई हैव नेवर हर्ड सच टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स। एक यदा कदा 1-2 इश्यूज़ होते थे, एंड दैट वाज वेरी नेचुरल आउट ऑफ so many people, out of so many street dogs. There could be one dog which is very aggressive or something like that. That happens among the humans as well. But suddenly there's been a sharp increase in the incidence of dog bite, और इतना ज़्यादा traumatic हो गया था कि on and off you can hear that okay, this dog has bitten this particular man or this particular child or this particular woman. Forget about anybody else. ये हमारे साथ भी कई बार घटनाएं हुई हैं। 2-3 बार तो डॉग्स ने मेरे बच्चे को स्कूल ले जाते समय अटैक करने की कोशिश की है। Luckily for my daughter, I was there to protect her. But think about that. क्या सारे लोग इतने ही लकी होंगे? अभी कुछ महीने पहले की बात है। माई वाइफ रिपोर्टेड कि इन द पार्क वेयर माई डॉटर गोज़ फॉर अ taekwondo क्लास, one child has been bitten by a dog. Now, are we not risking our children, or should we keep our children indoors and let these dogs free? Now, let's look into the reality. Now, many dog lovers, I will call many so-called dog lovers, will find me wrong here and will find fault in me and may accuse me and dog haters and something like that. Let me tell you very frankly, I'm not a dog hater. Rather, I'm a dog lover. मैं आपको एक स्टोरी सुनाना चाहता हूँ. When I was a kid, almost 4 and 5 or 6 years old and all, I used to go to school. One female dog gave up 3-4 children, small puppies and all, gave birth to 3-4 puppies at our backyards. Out of one puppy, I found very attractive, very fluffy, and I adopted that. I nicknamed him as a Tommy. I used to play with him. I used to spend time with him. I used to take him out. Everything. In fact, he was my best friend for a long time. For a good 20-25 days, that puppy was with me. But one fine day, suddenly when I came back from school, I found that Tommy missing at home. I asked my people. They said, no, we don't know. Nobody in our house could tell me that where the puppy has gone. I'm not sure whether my people from my home, they deliberately sent that puppy out because they didn't want any nuisance or any sort of problem and all. But I cried and cried and cried. I cried and I waited for that puppy to come back. Every day for almost 10-15 days, I sat outside my house and kept waiting that puppy to come back, because I was confident of that puppy will be coming back, because that puppy used to play with me only. I used to feed that puppy, but to my misfortune, that puppy never come back. And that day, that particular day, I decided that never to adopt any pet, never to keep any pet, because not because that I started hating dogs or something like that. It's because the type of amount of disappointment I had that particular day was enormous. As a little child, I decided that मैं कभी कोई pet नहीं रखूँगा. That's the first thing. The second thing, during our college day, in my hostel, near my hostel, there used to be many street dogs. I, being a German language student, I could not find anybody else to practice my German, so I identified one of those pets as my German student. I used to teach him German. I used to talk to him in German language. In fact, I used to practice my German language. And trust me, in my entire life, I have never ever harmed any dog, or for other things like any other animal. Not even a cow, not even a monkey. Monkey se yaad aaya, I was so attracted to these animals and all. I was such an animal friendly boy and all, that once I saw to my neighbor's shop and all a monkey. I went near to him, and the monkey has bitten me. और उस मंकी के बाइट की वजह से मुझे रेबीज़ के इंजेक्शंस लगे. डॉग के बाइट से नहीं लगे, रेबीज़ के इंजेक्शंस. और रेबीज़ के इंजेक्शंस जो है ना, उन दिनों में आपके पेट में लगता था, और पेट में लगने के इंजेक्शन लगने की वजह से स्वेलिंग हो जाती थी. हमें आइस लेके उस स्वेलिंग को सबसाइड करना पड़ता था. एंड सच अ पेनफुल एक्सपीरियंस दैट दोज 8 days वर देयर that I had gone through. Despite that, excuse me, I had never ever developed a hatred for any animal. Forget about dog and monkey, not even monkey. But what I see today, मुझे देखने में क्या आता है कि dogs जो हैं वो of late for last 4-5 years have been overcared, over-pampered, or rather I'll use a term called spoiled. Now, who has spoiled them? Are these people the so-called dog lovers? To an extent, yes. The biggest culprit is the NGO guys. During the lockdown, what has happened? These dogs were not getting their food as an scavengers. So some kind-hearted people, they said that okay, these are also creatures. They are left abandoned and they are not getting, because dhabas are closed, the hotels are closed, the roadside restaurants are closed, and many houses people were also indoors and all. So who will feed them? So they decided, just like they are sending food parcels to the poor people and the needy people, they will also do the same thing to the dogs. That was perfectly fine. That was need of the hour. वो होना चाहिए था, लोगों ने rightly किया. But what after that? What after that? After that, some of those NGOs people, they sense blood. Not all, I'm saying, some of them. They continued this dog feeding program even the post-lockdown. They continued this dog feeding program and they continued bringing these food and all. Now you'll ask me, what is wrong in that? Superficially, you'll find nothing wrong in that. But what has happened, that these NGOs guys, they have given a bad habit to these dogs. Now dogs found that okay, We did not to go and hunt for our foods because we are getting foods at our doorsteps. Why should we go? They continued being wherever they are. They started sleeping inside the park. They started sleeping under the bus stops bench. They started sleeping many other places and all in the nook and corner of yours and our house. And these NGOs guys, instead of calling them to a particular place, they used to go to reach to them inside the park, near the bus stand, near your neighborhoods, and start feeding them. What has happened? Now the dogs have started assuming that they have become pet of these NGO guys or the pet of that particular area. So anybody who has come, who comes to that area, they will find treat as strangers. So if they find someone whose walking gesture is not normal, or maybe clumsy walking, mostly elderly people and children they cannot walk like young adults in a proper form and all, they started attacking. They started attacking the rat pickers. They started attacking the beggars. They started attacking many other people and on the roadside. Forget about that. Inside the park, children are playing. They have started attacking them also. So the dog bite incident has increased multifold. इतना ज़्यादा बढ़ गया. Every now and then you can see a child or an elderly person being bitten by a dog. और ये मैं कहीं और की बात नहीं बता रहा हूँ, अपने दिल्ली की और अपने नेबरहुड की बात बता रहा हूँ. किसी और को छोड़िए, ये मेरे साथ हुआ है. अभी 3 दिन पहले मेरी वाइफ को फेस करना पड़ा. There was one dog who came and slept just one of the stairs and occupied the complete stairs that one cannot walk even from the dog side. The only way is that to hull that dog, to send that, to ask the dog to, and the dog was not moving. Dog did not move. So my wife had to take the help of a vegetable seller nearby house and request him to send this dog away so that she can enter our own house, own flat, this flat where I'm sitting and making this video. Just outside our door and all, on the stairs, one of the stairs, the dog sleeps. Only yesterday, कल की बात बता रहा हूँ, while going daytime, not night time, daytime while going, it was no dog was sleeping. But when I came, I took my daughter to the nearest mohalla clinic where my daughter is not keeping well. And when I came back with her, I saw the dog was sleeping. And sleeping the same way that we cannot go from the sides. And we were scared that my daughter or either I might be bitten by the dog and all. Because that was not our pet. It came from outside. Now finally I had to tell my daughter to stand outside my house, घर के बाहर दूसरे हाउस में खड़े रहने के लिए, and then I picked up a stick and scared the dog to go away. In the process, dog के nails मेरे पैर में लग गए. Luckily वो nails जो है इतना ज़्यादा नहीं लगा कि bleeding हो और कि जिससे कि मैं rabies के इंजेक्शन लूँ. So what is happening in Delhi? In my Facebook, I posted many such videos. Now, you will think that I'm blaming dogs. I'm sorry, मैं dogs को नहीं blame कर रहा हूँ. Dogs are not responsible for this, not at all. Dogs are the best friends of human beings. They've been living with humans from time immemorial. तो ऐसा क्या हो गया सडनली कि लोग इतने सारे लोग डॉग्स के खिलाफ हो गए. कभी आपने देखा था कि पूरी सोसाइटी 2 भाग में बटी हो, एक सो कॉल्ड डॉग लवर्स की, एक सो कॉल्ड डॉग हेटर्स की? एंड मैं बता रहा हूँ, जो लोग डॉग के रिहैबिलिटेशन के लिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट के वर्डिक्ट का समर्थन कर रहे हैं, 95% of them are not dog haters like me. I'm not a dog hater. तो मैं इस मुद्दे पे आ रहा हूँ. I'm coming to the point. What happened suddenly that इतना many-fold increase हो गया? Why suddenly so many people have started disliking street dogs? It's because of these so-called dog lovers. Who is responsible? These so-called dog lovers. And why I use the term so-called dog lovers? Because they are not real dog lovers. Had they been real dog lovers, they would have adopted 1 and 2 dogs at home and kept such street dogs at home, instead of going and doing this march past, this candlelight movement and something like that. Or they would have created some sort of a shelter home. I have my child's playhouse and all. I wanted to donate this thing that it could. In fact, I communicated to some dog lovers and all, some caretaker of dog and all. Do you need this? Because you can during the winter, such dogs can sleep inside this and they can be saved from the cold and other things and all. Then the person said that you have to bring it to me. The logistic problem is that I'm not able to send it to that house, that playhouse to that. So it means I'm against this thing. I'm for this verdict, not because I hate dog. I love them. If I had a space, trust me, I live in a flat, 1 BHK flat. I don't have a space to keep a dog. If I had a space, in this hour only, I would have adopted 1 dog. I'm just asking a basic question to the so-called supporters of dogs being on the street and all. Tell me, before 2020, have you ever heard of people protesting against these dogs? No. Dogs have been living with us, with humans, since time immemorial. आज भी villages में, छोटे towns में वो रहते हैं. उनको खाना कहाँ से मिलता है? उनको आपके हमारे से ही मिलता है. हमारे घर का जो बचा हुआ खाना होता है हम बाहर रख देते हैं. इवन लॉकडाउन में I used to keep foods outside so that some street dog can come and eat. And in return वो dog करते क्या हैं? वो गांव के लोगों के खेतों की देखभाल करते हैं, गांव के लोगों को चोर और उचक्कों से बचाते हैं. तो dogs pay you back. Dogs are not bad. Trust me. No fault of these dogs, these street dogs. They're poor people. They are like any creatures like you and me. They also deserve to be in this earth, this planet Earth. But what? Do we need to spoil them? Do we need to over-pamper them? Do we give them bad habits? No. तो प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे डॉग्स नहीं हैं. ये डॉग्स के सो कॉल्ड केयर टेकर्स हैं. ये सो कॉल्ड जो लवर्स हैं, जिन्होंने कभी भी सोचा नहीं कि इन डॉग्स को रिहैबिलिटेट किया जाए, इनको एक घर दिया जाए. हाँ, इनके नाम पे चंदे इकट्ठा कर लो, कुछ सड़े गले खाने लाकर उनको खिला दो और दिखा दो कि हम बहुत बड़े डॉग लवर्स हैं. और आज के ये जो प्रोटेस्ट हैं, अगर आप फाइंड आउट कीजिएगा, मैक्सिमम लोग, मैं नहीं कहता ऑल, मैक्सिमम लोग या तो अपने घर में एक पेट रखे हुए हैं और वो पेट एक इंडियन डॉग नहीं है, वो पेट एक फॉरेन ब्रीड का पेट है. मतलब अपने लिए एक फॉरेन ब्रीड का डॉग, प्रॉपरली वैक्सीनाइज्ड, एंड इन जनरल लोगों के लिए ये स्ट्रीट डॉग्स. वाह, क्या डबल स्टैंडर्ड है. उनमें से कुछ NGOs वाले हैं जो प्रोटेस्ट करने वाले, उन्होंने इस प्रोटेस्ट को फंड किया है. क्यों? क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि उनकी रोजी रोटी चली जाएगी, उनकी जो तिजोरी भर रहे हैं ना इन डॉग्स के नाम पे, वो बंद हो जाएगा. सो फॉर गॉड्स सेक, थिंक रैशनली, फाइंड आउट द सोल्यूशन. We are not dogs' enemies or any animal's enemies. Forget about even the cat and anything. I've never, even if the dog has been sleeping on our floors and all, I've not hit him with a stick and all. I've just scared him so that the dog can go away and clear the path for us. It's a narrow stair where the dog used to sleep very nicely. Or it's still, I mean, I don't know whether the dog is still sleeping or not. This might be sleeping there. Now what happens? Can I send my child to go and bring something from the nearby shop? Or go and play with her friends in the next door? No, I cannot. Can my wife send my daughter to the taekwondo class which she is supposed to go after a few minutes? No. And in fact, my wife will not go if she finds a dog sleeping there and all. She'll come to me and say that I'm scared. So why? Why cannot be a coexistence thing? Why cannot dog and humans can coexist? वो एक कोई 3-step लॉ की बात कर रहे हैं लोग. हमारे देश में कोई लॉ नहीं चलता बॉस. हमारे देश में कोई लॉ नहीं चलता. और मुझे आई एम नॉट होपफुल ऑफ दैट दिस सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑर्डर विल बी नाइसली इम्प्लीमेंटेड. आई एम नॉट होपफुल. आई एम नॉट एट ऑल होपफुल. इवन इफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जो अभी स्टे ऑर्डर दिया गया है वो भी अगर स्टे ऑर्डर भी हटा दिया जाए तब भी ये नहीं होने वाला. बिकॉज आई नो आवर गवर्नमेंट. What is needed is not to jail these dogs. The need is to jail these NGO guys. Jail these people who spoil these dogs. Dogs are scavengers. They have been finding their food from time immemorial. They don't need you to go and feed them. They know how to earn their food. And why not? All of us are earning our food. Why not dog? All animals they earn. The cat, the monkeys, they earn their food. Of course they go and steal. Of course they break into houses and take out something. Of course a cat comes inside your kitchen and drinks all the milk and all. But they are earning it. What will happen if we'll start taking milk and start feeding to all these cats? They will become lazy. They will become aggressive. They will become overprotective. When you have a pet at your home, what happens when a stranger comes inside your house? Don't they bark? Unless you train them not to bark at strangers. Some of them are very sober, they don't, but most of them are very aggressive. Supposed they bark to show their loyalty towards their protectors, their keepers, their foster parents who has adopted them. I remember that when I was in Hyderabad, my landlady, she used to keep 2-3 pets. And she used to keep just near the stairs. There was a open area. Then, while I was going in order to go to my room and all, I had to climb that stairs and all. Since they were tied up, they cannot do. But all the time they were barking. But the days when my landlord and landlady were not present, they used to never bark. They were very quiet. So what was the reason they used to bark at me? Only because they wanted to show that, okay, they are their guards. Dogs have these tendencies and all. And dogs are very, very trainable animals. Much more trainable animals than anybody. That's why our military, our police, they keep dogs. And they're lovely creatures, trust me. You give them one, they'll give you 10 back. So please, for God's sake, do not think that we are dog haters. We are just supporting this order because we feel at least we will be freed from these NGOs, or in the process there could be something better happening to these dogs. They will get their home. So please do not misread us. Please do not. I've seen many of my Facebook friends. They have not only attacked me, countered me, but they have also come to my inbox and abused me. Can you believe that anybody who's abusing a fellow human being be a dog lover? They are not dog lovers. They are fanatic people. They are showing their fanaticism. 90% of them who are in the at the Jantar Mantar few days back, 2 days back, or day before yesterday, I believe, they are not the genuine dog lovers. Yes, there might be some very few genuine dog lovers also. And count me in. I'm one of those. I'm again telling you, if I had a space, I would have been the first person to go and adopt a street dog. But I don't have a space. I live in a building where there are 5 floors. Out of these five floors, one person is having 3 floors, one me and one others. The person who's having 3 floors might have the space, but I don't have. If I had, I would have definitely adopted one. And I encourage you, if you're a true dog lover, stop keeping pet as a foreign breed. Keep these are Indian breed. They're much, much better than these foreign breed. Believe me, in terms of loyalty, in terms of everything. They will not do all those nakhras which these foreign breeds do when it comes to their food and all. And the last and a very important thing, I'm talking about these Koti guys who keep pet in their house. Do you know, it's not only the street dogs the incidents has happened. Biting incidents have happened. Even in the Kotis, while going in the lift, even in the Kotis, while a food delivery guy coming and falling from the top floor to ground floor and dying, these incidents has happened. Why? Because these dogs, they have been kept as a pet but left with the maid and the guards, security guards. Forget about anybody else. One of my students' house, when I visited, I saw one day my student's mom and the guard were fighting. And what was the issue of the fight? The guard was saying that I'm kept here as a guard, security guard, to take care of your house. I'm not here to take care of your dogs. This is not my duty to take the dog for a walk. And believe me, the same house dog, okay, she is one of my favorite students and all. Okay, same dog's house once I saved coming inside the car, because the security guard was busy taking parcel from Amazon or maybe Flipkart or something, and the dog was unchained and it ran away. And their house is just next to the road, main road in Safdarjung enclave. So the dog would have come inside a car or a scooter or bike. I ran and went to that dog and hold him with on his, what you call here, from the collar and all. There was a patta on his neck. I hold him, and since he recognized me, he came with me. And I asked, Bhaiya, why did you leave him unchained? He said, Bhaiya, what can I do? This is not my duty. So अगर आप डॉग लवर हो, अगर आपके घर में पेट रखा है, तो भाई साहब उनके साथ वॉक भी करो, उनको प्यार करो, उनके साथ खेलो. Don't leave your pet with your untrained ayahs and your bhaiyas and the guards and other things and all. With this, I'm ending. I hope my video will open eyes of many people who think that who are supporting this Supreme Court verdict has a reason. They are not dog haters, they are in fact dog lovers. Thank you very much. If you understand it, please share this video to maximum people so that they can listen to this and start changing their mindset. Thank you very much. Bye bye.